A lot of people are writing me and saying they feel stuck and they feel like they can't control their environment. They don't know what to do. They're stuck on their spiritual journey. And I want you to know that this is completely normal. You're going to go through times where you feel this way. And it's because you've come to another wall that you have to break through. You're going to continue to recreate the same environment over and over and over again until you see the pattern, see why you're doing it, and change it. And it's hard. It can be difficult. It can be challenging. When you break it down, it's literally your nervous system that is afraid of the past or subconscious programming. And so what you have to do is really connect with your consciousness and trust yourself. Because when you trust yourself, you're building that connection with you. When you trust yourself, the anxiety goes away because you know that you're following the right path. What's keeping you stuck is the anxiety. It's the fear of the unknown. It's not knowing what to do next. It's not knowing where to go. And that is keeping you from seeing possibility. And then it creates a loop over and over and over again. So you can't see where you're supposed to be. You can't see where you're supposed to go. And that's okay. Now you know. That's why I have people do the mirror exercise. Look in the mirror and tell yourself to show you reality. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself or ask yourself, show me what's holding me back. Show me what to do next. You're going to get the answer. You have to pay attention. Your environment is going to mirror your internal state, and that is what's holding you back. Your environment. So pay attention to how you're feeling and what is being mirrored to you. The things that are for you, that are your clues, are going to stand out. And you have to pay attention to them. It's hard to do that when you're dysregulated and you're filled with anxiety. So that's why I say you have to trust yourself first. You have to build that relationship with yourself first. Because when you start to trust yourself and you calm yourself, because once you trust yourself and you know that everything's happening for you, not to you, the anxiety dissipates. You have to work it like a muscle. You have to continue to communicate with yourself. It's like any relationship. You have to build on it. You have to communicate with it. And then over time, it's instantaneous. You'll get the answers that you need. You'll figure out why you're sabotaging yourself. And I say sabotaging yourself because we do. We sabotage ourselves all the time. And it's based on wounds that we've had since childhood. It's based on shame and guilt and belief systems that we have about our worthiness to receive and our ability to affect change. And the best thing that you can do after trusting yourself is take action. There's something inside you that wants to be seen. There is something inside you that you've always wanted to do. Try all of it. And you have to start taking action towards that. Even if it's just a change in your thought process, you have to start taking action towards it. Because that is how you build trust with yourself. Listen to the nudges that are coming through. They're going to be in your abdomen. Your nervous system is scanning your environment constantly. You know who you are. You know who you want to be. It's in there. And every time you feel a nudge, or every time you feel something that says don't do it, you have to listen. If you don't listen to yourself, then you're eroding that self-trust. So be kind to yourself. You know, you're building a muscle, you're trying something new. But if you feel stuck, you've got to build that relationship with yourself first, because it's going to tell you what you need to do and what's holding you back. And then once you figure it out, You have to start taking action towards the things that you want, even if it's just a change in your mindset. And along those lines, thoughts are just pre-programmed neural pathways in your brain. You tune into a frequency of sadness, guilt, shame, and then the thoughts just start coming in. It's energy. It takes the path of least resistance. So your neural pathways in your brains are grooves, and it takes effort to tune into another frequency. It takes effort to start negating the negative thoughts with positive thoughts, because you're building a new neural pathway in your brain physically. And it takes time and it takes consistency. You can choose at any time to change your mind. You can choose at any time to change how you feel, because it's free will. If you ever come up on a belief that you have that's limiting, and you really have to be aware, okay? So if you come up, and this is how I healed my body. If you come up against something that's a belief system, like you're diabetic, you have high blood pressure, you're never going to get well, start asking yourself, where do the beliefs come from? And this is just a medical example. Like, there are lots of examples. Anything that's resistance is a belief, and you can ask yourself what it means. So ask yourself, who wrote the rule book? Yeah, there's lots of evidence out there for diabetes. There's lots of evidence out there for blood pressure. There's epigenetics, there's food, there's diet. And you can probably find a study that supports healing or any belief. So you have to ask yourself, who wrote the rule book? And if you believe that you create your reality, which you do, it's all through you, then you believe you can change it. And you believe that you can do it. So start looking for evidence that you can do this, because it's out there. I'm one of the evidence. I don't have that stuff anymore. I changed it. So whenever you're feeling this way, there are so many options, there are so many things. And if you believe that you can't do something because of finances, that's a belief. That you can only do things linearly, that finances are the only way that you can do the things that you want to do. What you believe is true. And what free will is the ability to believe whatever you want and believe in yourself. So if you believe you can't do it, you can't. If you believe that it's impossible, it is. Think of reality and you creating it like the Google search system. Whatever you put into it is what it's going to mirror back to you. You want to find something, it's going to mirror it back to you. It's going to give you exactly what you ask for. There are no rules, only the ones that you set for yourself. Hope this helps.